Dead Air, The Case of the Missing Director by Craig LEIMKUHLER. Our cast of characters are
Douglas, retired physician, Scottish, loves bagpipes and haggis, played by Thomas.
Eric, a socially awkward young man who forgets his lines, played by Eric.
Paul, a deep, authoritative voice, played by Paul.
Craig, comedy-centric writer, played by Craig.
JONI, Craig's artistic wife, craves a bigger part, played by JONI.
Catherine, former English teacher, versatile actor, loves writing myth-based plays, played by Catherine.
ANITA, sound effects artist and watercolorist, played by ANITA.
Hey, Joni, where's Sherri?
She's 20 minutes late. That's practically a week in director time.
She's never late. Not even the day she had the flu and directed us from under a blanket using a flashlight and cough drops.
Maybe she's in the bathroom or trapped under something heavy like Craig's rewrites.
Or maybe she's been stolen away, like Persephone, to the underworld of amateur theater rivalry.
Oh, a chilling thought. Abducted by the gods of stagecraft.
Or, hear me out, maybe she was kidnapped by the Rivertown players.
Ha! You mean those self-important hacks who staged everything with interpretive ribbon dancing?
They did call my Odysseus on 14th Street too intellectual and weirdly steamy.
This smells like revenge, and not just the haggis I brought for lunch.
I found this note taped to the mic, and it's bedazzled.
If you want your director back, prepare to perform your finest work or lose her forever. Love, the Rival Theater Guild. P.S. Tell Catherine her scripts give us headaches.
It was a comedy based on the Bacchae. They just didn't get it.
So we're really going to do this, like without Sherri? She always tells me where to pause.
Then we must forge ahead, alone, without our compass, without our muse.
Without a stage manager who knows how to fix the soundboard.
Hey!
We faced worse. Remember when the custodian locked us in the broom closet and we rehearsed the barge play with a mop and an umbrella?
We called it the Scottish play with baggage.
Enough reminiscing. If the guild wants our best work, they'll get it. Catherine, you've been hoarding mythic drafts. Give me something vengeance-y.
Well, I've got a rough draft of Eurydice and the Lightning Guy.
Let's workshop it. Paul narrates it, Eric is confused, and Tom supplies bagpipes.
Wait, do I die in this one?
Well, most likely, but beautifully.
Cue the opening line. When Orpheus lost Eurydice, he did not bargain for union rules, blackout curtains, or Craig's tendency to overtitle.
It was called Underworld, a love ballad with footnotes. Come on!
I'll create the underworld ambience. Okay, I'm still working on Hades.
So we go live with the mythological rescue mission. The guild wants drama? We'll give them Mount Olympus in sweatpants.
Can I be Zeus?
Yeah, only if Zeus plays the bagpipes.
As our intrepid actors march towards destiny, thunder rumbles, eyeliner smudges, and the war looms in the form of competitive community theater.
This is better than the Iliad with bingo.
Hey, where's my costume?
Toivo.
Does my makeup look okay? How's my hair?
I think I'm starting to get into character. Who am I again?
a demigod with amnesia. Classic.
Do we still have the old smoke machine?
No, but I've got a humidifier and Paul cigar.
This is a radio play. They can't hear smoke, although they might hear Paul's cigar.
To the kidnapped director and to our heroic return to form, a toast.
To Sherri.
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 To myth.
To overacting.
And so ends the tale of the missing director. Her fate unknown, her cast emboldened, her clipboard still warm.
Nothing to Sneeze At by Craig and the cast of the 8-week radio workshop. Our cast of characters include Barnaby the baker, a proud baker played by Craig.
Apprentice Alwyn, his dutiful apprentice with a secret crush, played by Eric.
Lady Rosalind, Queen self-important niece, played by Catherine.
King Percival, a beloved absent-minded monarch, played by Paul.
Is there a wizard present?
Wizard Mordecai, a grumpy wizard, played by Thomas.
Lady Felicity, a giddy lady in waiting, and mother of Lady Rosalind, played by Anita.
Minstrel Mary, the narrator of our tale, played by JONI. Our tale begins at the village bakery, where a baker and his apprentice are preparing an enchanted cake for the king's birthday.
Today I, Barnaby the baker, shall create the most wondrous cake for His Majesty the King. Is everything ready, my young apprentice?
Yes, Master Barnaby, truly this cake is a masterpiece.
The baker and his apprentice carefully wheel their magnificent creation on a wooden cart to the castle.
But before we present this magnificent cake, you must be sure that His Majesty is the very first to taste it. Do you understand, Alwyn?
Yes, sir. No one but the king may have the first bite. Will the lovely Lady Rosalind be there?
Ha! Methinks you are smitten, lad. Go knock on yonder castle door, whilst I park the cart.
The lovely Lady Rosalind appears at the door.
Who is it that darkens the royal doorway?
'Tis I, our Apprentice Alwyn, with the most special cake for the king's birthday.
Ooh, I love cake. Please bring in the cake quickly.
Whatever your heart desires, my lady.
Oh, this is the most beautiful cake I have ever seen. Oh, I must have a taste.
No, stop. Forgive me, my lady. I meant, please don't.
Hush, boy. Don't you know the king is my uncle? He won't mind. Oh, I'll just stick a finger into the frosting. Any objections, and it's off with your head.
What lovely fingers you have.
What, do you take me for a lowly milkmaid? Oh, I nearly broke a rib getting into this corset. I simply must have a taste. Oh, ooh, ooh, the frosting is delicious.
My handkerchief, your highness. Achoo.
Well, that is your royal highness, if you please.
Beg pardon, your royal highness. Oh no, your lovely sneezing has blown out the birthday candles. Achoo.
Oh my! Well, relight them at once.
Trumpet fanfare is heard as Alwyn relights the candles.
Did you hear that fanfare? Achoo.
Well, of course I heard it. It signals the arrival of the king.
Hear ye! All rise for the arrival of good King Percival.
What is going on here? You're sneezing up a storm, and you've blown frosting into the faces of everyone present. Achoo!
The king, achoo.
The king? Where? Achoo!
You, sir. Sir, you are the king. Too.
Oh. That would explain the royal fanfare every time I enter a room. And I do mean every time. Even in the middle of the night when I get up to use the royal garderobe. Achoo!
Uncle Percival, your birthday cake is enchanted. Anyone who comes into contact with the frosting sneezes uncontrollably.
That simply will not do. I cannot have a royal court full of sneezing nobles. Achoo! Send for the wizard Mordecai. Achoo! Achoo!
Your Majesty, I followed the ancient recipe to perfection. It wasn't given to me by Lady Felicity. So.
Do not blame my mother for your ineptitude. This is your fault. Oh, here is my mother, Lady Felicity, now.
Oh, good gracious! What is going on here? I can hear sneezing throughout the entire castle.
Well, it is clearly the fault of the Baker Barnaby. He and his apprentice should be thrown into the royal dungeon.
Oh, they are not the ones responsible. Who was the first to taste the cake? I know exactly who is to blame.
Oh, why do you look at me thus?
The recipe that I gave to Baker Barnaby has an enchantment I found in a book of spells. Only the king may have the first taste. If anyone else comes in contact with the frosting, they will sneeze uncontrollably.
Oh, well, I simply could not resist such a wondrous cake. But I blame Apprentice Owen for tempting me with such an irresistible treat.
Now you have sneezed the frosting on me. Achoo! I did it to teach you a lesson, you selfish girl.
Oh, I confess I was the first to taste the enchanted cake. Oh, how I am truly sorry for my behavior. Please break the enchantment.
Yes. Lady Felicity, you must end this sneezing. It certainly is not very pleasing.
I would if I could, but I don't know how. The spell to break the sneezing enchantment was absent from the spell book. Achoo!
If only we had a wizard to stop this endless sneezing. Achoo!
Perhaps Wizard Mordecai could remove the enchantment. Achoo.
I once knew a wizard Mordecai. Summoned him at once.
Hear ye! Announcing the arrival of Wizard Mordecai!
Why have I been summoned? Do not have time for this foolishness. I have important magic to do. Why do I hear all this sneezing?
Achoo!
Oh, great and powerful wizard! The king's birthday cake is enchanted. All who come in contact with the frosting sneeze uncontrollably.
Achoo! Alas, there must be a way to stop all this sneezing.
But the first rule of wizardry, never cast a spell unless you know the counter spell. You have no idea how many frogs out there once were princes and princesses.
Wizard Mordecai, we beg of you to cast the counterspell when this sneezing. Achoo! It continues to grow most displeasing. Achoo!
Very well, as I cannot return to my studies until this Sneezing is resolved.
Statue!
The wizard waves his wand and begins to chant.
Non sic sternutatio. Let there be no more sneezing. Valitudo. Bona ad unum et omnia. Let there be good health to all.
Oh.
Ooh. At last, the sneezing has come to an end. Let us forego the enchanted cake before the spell begins anew. A simple pastry will please me best.
My apologies to all. I have learned my lesson. I stand ready to accept whatever punishment His Majesty deems appropriate.
Lady Rosalind, I hereby sentence you to be the new apprentice to Baker Barnaby.
Oh, well, I want to bet that you will be getting an apprentice of your own.
You mean she and I will be side by side together? Oh, this is too much. I think I'm going to faint.
Apprentice Rosalind, your first job is to load Apprentice Allwood into the cart and wheel him back to the bakery. There I'll teach you how to make a simple, unenchanted pastry.
Ooh, I love pastries. Oh, I can't wait to taste it. Oh.
Oh no, there she goes again.
Thus ends the tale of the enchanted cake. Let this be a lesson to all.
Especially Lady Rosalind.
Echoes in Central Park, a parody of Echo and Narcissus by Catherine Close and Craig LEIMKUHLER. The characters are narrator, played by Paul. Zeus, gruff mob boss, God, all played by Paul.
Hera, wife of Zeus, tough, suspicious dame, played by JONI.
Echo, lovesick nymph, nasal, sarcastic New York accent, played by Catherine.
Narcissus, vain rich kid, mid-Atlantic accent, played by Thomas.
Nemesis, femme fatale, bent on vengeance, played by ANITA.
Frankie Eric, a wisecracking newsboy, played by Eric.
Detective Louis, gruff Brooklyn detective.
The setting is Central Park, 1947. A quiet pond under a moonlit sky. The city sleeps, but the pond holds secrets. Frankie the newsboy leans on a lamppost, eyeing the scene. Soon we hear sirens, streetcars, and kids yelling.
Extra, extra, Central Park scandal. Which pretty boy causes a stir? That's Narcissus, heartbreaker with more grease in his hair than a Bronx diner. Over by the pond. Trouble's brewing.
Brooklyn. A borough full of bodegas, beauty parlors, and busted dreams. I'm Detective Louis. Tuesday night. Tuesdays always got teeth.
Say, Louis, what did you make of Narcissus?
He's got a jawline like Gable and a heart like a pocky meter. Cold and coin operated.
Miller, in my wallet. Who's the fairest heir of all?
He's got more portraits of himself than the Met. Give me a break.
Well, look who it is. Mr. Manicure himself, married to his own reflection.
Echo, your voice, it's like a duck in a blender.
Oh, wow. You noticed me. Be still, my heart.
It's not easy being me. So perfect, so burdened.
Ah, cry me a river. You got it so tough. Ever tried talking to nymphs who won't shut up?
Do you ever stop talking?
Do you ever start listening?
Do you know who I am?
Sure, the Duke of Drama, so burdened with your own beauty.
But am I happy?
Meanwhile, at Club Olympus, Zeus and Hera amid spat.
That punk Narcissus dropped Echo like last week's cheesecake.
Sound familiar? He's got looks but no brains.
Sweetheart, that toga body was a century ago. Let it go.
Oh yeah, let's see what Nemesis thinks.
We hear a thunderclap. Nemesis appears.
Speak of the devil, she slinks in like fog in a jazz solo.
You rang? Someone need a little poetic justice?
Kid's name is Narcissus. He's in love with himself.
Meanwhile, back at the pond, echoes utter lamppost. Narcissus stares into the puddle.
Who is that tragic vision of perfection?
You gonna kiss that puddle? Or should I get you a goldfish?
Hush. My reflection is the only one who understands me.
You don't even see me, do you?
If only someone as beautiful as me would love me.
Time to show that Narcissus what eternal loneliness looks like.
Nemesis steps out of the shadows.
Time's up, pretty boy. For your vanity, I curse you to love your own reflection for eternity.
My face. My perfect face.
While we're at it, I'm sick of seeing Echo distracting my man.
Let it go already. That doll meant nothing to me. She is a cute little nymph.
Zip it, Zeus. From now on, Echo is cursed. She only gets to repeat that last words said to her. Hey, Echo, how you like them apples?
Dem apples? Dem apples?
No. Where's my reflection?
Narcissus vanishes. In his place, a delicate narcissus flower. Echo cries silently as she picks the bloom.
Hey, lady, what you doing? Picking flowers in Central Park? That's a federal offense.
Offense? Offense?
XG, one kid drowns in his own beauty, one day learns echoes don't get answers.
Rain begins to fall, and jazz plays in the distance.
That's justice, New York style. Swift, strange, unforgiving, poetic, huh? Narcissus got his flower bed, Echo just got heartbreak, and Zeus probably himself a new girlfriend. Welcome to NYC. Watch your step, and don't fall for your own reflection.
And that's our tale. This has been a Mythical Noir production. Tune in next time for another tale from the Borough of Beyond. Sandy Paws and Sunburnt Stories by Paul Sanford. The characters are narrator Paul.
Jake, the man, played by Craig.
Penny, a golden retriever with a nose for trouble, played by Joni.
Try to surf for Dew, played by Eric.
Elsa, a Swedish woman, played by Catherine.
Rita, an ice cream vendor, played by Joni.
Mrs. Ellsworth, An elderly lady, played by Anita.
Angus, a rough water swimmer, played by Thomas.
Casey, the lifeguard, played by Ball. Ah, the beach. Waves crashing, gulls crying overhead, and somewhere under a striped umbrella, a man named Jake is trying to eat a sandwich without his dog gobbling it down.
Winnie, buddy, you've already eaten half my sandwich, and you ate one of my socks yesterday. I don't mind sharing, but this is getting ridiculous.
Ah, woof! Any food of yours is food of mine. Now give it to me. Oof! Oof!
Meet Benny, a golden retriever with more sand in his fur than on the beach. He's here for some sun and serenity, but the beach has other plans.
There's a cute cocker spaniel over there. Watch me leap into the surf to show off.
Whoa, dude, is that your dog? He just totally shredded my wave.
Oh, what? Wait, Winnie, which way you swim? I'm saying, man, he gets a little excited here at the beach. Winnie, come here.
I want to swim. The water makes my coat shine. That cute spaniel is looking this way.
He's got serious water doggy vibes, bro, like a pro pipeline pup. You ever consider taking him out surfing?
Jake just smiles awkwardly and retrieves his soggy companion from the surf.
You're right, he probably would love to surf, but I think we'll stick to dry land for now. Now come on, Winnie.
But Jake! Woof! That spaniel!
With that, Benny wags his tail and leaps out of Jake's arms and over to the sorority sisters sunning themselves on the sand. He spots the spaniel, shyly hiding behind her owner, a tall blonde Swedish woman who is new to the area.
I'm so sorry about my dog. He's got a lot of energy and has his eye on your beautiful spaniel.
It's all right. He is a cutie, and I can see she likes him.
I'm Jake, by the way. It's nice to meet you.
My name is Elsa, and my puppy is Suzette.
Ice cream! Get your ice cream! Hey, you all look like you need a frozen treat.
Ice cream? I want, oof, I want.
Elsa, may I buy you and your little spaniel some ice cream?
Oh, that would be delightful. Perhaps a small vanilla cone.
Okay then. 2 small vanilla cones and 2 small ice creams for the dogs, please.
I'll make pup cups on the house. Your furry friends are my best customers today.
Jake and Elsa, Suzette the Spaniel, and Benny the Golden sit on a sun-warm beach, ice cream in hand and snouts in cups, and watch the waves roll in. Before long, an elderly woman with a kind face approaches.
Hello, young people. Mind if I sit? This bench has been calling my name since the 1940s.
We may guess, please.
Lovely dogs. Reminds me of the one I had when I first came to the coast, before sunscreen was invented, back when the boys still wore fedoras. Ah, yes, I remember beach dances, shoes lost in the sand, and young love that faded with the tide.
It's a perfect day for the beach.
Benny curls at their feet, tail gently wagging. But suddenly the lifeguard blows his whistle and yells out to the waves. Hey, you, the swimmer, You're out too far, and there's a rip current in that area. Come back into shore. The man doesn't listen, but continues to tread water in the deepening ocean.
I'll save him! Woof!
Then he sprints towards the ocean, and to show off for the spaniel, takes a giant leap into the surf and begins to dog paddle towards the man.
Benny, come back! What are you doing?
Benny paddles past Chad, who is bobbing on his surfboard, waiting for the perfect wave.
Hey, little dude, where are you going?
Gonna
Hey, little
save
dude, where are
that
you
guy!
going?
Gonna save that guy! Woof!
Chad sees the man and starts to paddle toward him. They both reach the man at the same time.
Yo, you alright, dude?
Woof!
Before long, an elderly woman with a kind face approaches.
Hello, young people. Mind if I sit? This bench has been calling my name since the 1940s.
You'll be my guest, please.
Lovely dogs. Reminds me of the one I had when I first came to the coast, before sunscreen was invented. Back then, boys still wore fedoras. Ah, yes. I remember beach dances, shoes lost in the sand, and young love that faded with the tide.
It's a perfect day for the beach.
Benny curls at their feet, tail gently wagging. Suddenly, the lifeguard blows his whistle and yells out to the waves. Hey, you, the swimmer, you're out too far. There's a rip current in that area. Come back to shore. The man doesn't listen, but continues to tread water in the deepening ocean.
I'll save him! Woof!
And he sprints towards the ocean, and then, show off for the spaniel, takes a giant leap into the surf and begins to dog paddle towards the man.
Benny, come back! What are you doing?
Then he paddles past Jad, who's bobbing on his surfboard waiting for the perfect wave.
Hey, little dude, where are you going?
Gonna save that guy! Woof!
Chad sees the man and starts to paddle toward him. They both reach the man at the same time.
Yo, you alright, dude?
Woof!
Of course I am. I've been swimming in these waters since before you were born. That lifeguard yells at me every day, and one day I'm going to make him swallow that whistle. Now, show me some surfing with that dog on your board.
That would be rad, but this isn't my dog, dude, and he doesn't surf.
Before Chad can say another word, Benny scrambles up onto his board.
Well, awesome, let's paddle for the next wave.
Off they go, riding in the wild surf. On shore, the entire beach stands and cheers.
Oh, look at that little dog!
Go, Benny, go!
This is amazing.
Suzette barks for Benny.
Arf! Look at me! I'm hanging 10 dudes! Woo!
Whoa, I made it to the shore with a dog on my board, and that dude in water is still doing the backstroke.
Sometimes the best adventures begin with 4 paws, 1 leash, and a lot of sunshine.
Oh, that's darling. Oh, that is the cutest script.
That is darling, Paul. Wonderful. And that was his first foray into a full-length script. Paul, bravissimo. It was so
Thank
good.
you.
We should have
Everyone
surfing on the last music.
it was by the way, Joni, I know you don't want to have to deal with going back and forth between all the technical effects, but there is a dog with a hoodie on. So if you wanted to, you could be a dog. Okay.
Joni, you do such a great voice.
Geez, now I can't figure out how to get rid of the dog. Okay.
I love
right.
I love that little doggy voice. So cute.
Yeah, it's darling, you guys. Everybody did a spectacular job and great job, Chad. You're doing a great job. I'm so pleased with all your wonderful work. I'm so glad we have this time together just to have a laugh or sing a song. We just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. One quick note. Registration starts today for summer and fall. I will email that info out to you, and all you have to do is fill out the ad card, not the whole long form.
Yeah.
So look for the ad card, and I'll see some of you on Wednesday and some of you on Friday. Thank you all for your wonderful work today, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
All right. Cowabunga, dudes. Bye.